Andoni Iraola is the new Liverpool boss, bossing it with players like Virgil van Dijk and working with me as the ownership, which has given him a contract he must complete in order to stay in his current position. With the current position being very good, from 3 games, he hasn't lost one of them. Yes, people, Andoni Iraola's massive turn up of form for Liverpool, turn up of style is working, and this is the squad that just got that win against Middlesbrough. If you've seen episode 1, please make sure you've checked that out before this one, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Can we hit 200? Speaking on likes there and budget, because we need to, well, maybe get it up. We've got strict transfers on and mods on, which really makes signing players difficult, like it made the budget. And by the way, when I go into the transfer hub, 3 players have found new clubs: Mohamed Salah, Kanate and Freddie Woodman, all released in episode 1, but Iraola is coming back to me. Boss, I've worked on that new signing, a player that I really think can flourish. I worked with him, the Brazilian, at my previous job at Bournemouth. It was only signed recently, and I know the board really value the player. And the one in question, of course, being Ryan. Left-footed, he can cut inside. Hopefully not like a Cody Gakpo, but like the superstar that he is, and Bournemouth value this man at 100 million. I want to get him in, and Iraola's not allowed to spend over 100 million, but he really demands we sign this man. So the first offer, I'm going to match the market evaluation. 63 million, just do not walk away. 76.3. Okay, it's not near 100. I think we can dance with this. What are you saying still to the sell-on clause and just 76 on the trot? I know that's not really negotiation pro, but we've got the money, we've not made a sign-in, and Ryan joins the club in Liverpool as a massive fee has been paid, a massive wage has been paid. At least the fee wasn't like Wirtz and Isak. With that being something I haven't noticed, Van Dijk, his contract expiring. Looks like fans are drawn between actually signing Van Dijk back up or maybe getting another centre-back. Some even calling for Giovanni Leone to make an appearance very soon. I mean, Iraola has to play youth, but it looks like he's actually chosen Ungamoa, Bajetic and Jacket as the players to focus on. Also, Connor Bradley. I should state, however, for me, youth counts as under 21s, with Jacket being 21, Bajetic the same, Ungamoa only 18. Then add Ryan to the mix. He's only 20 years old himself, the Brazilian, and I didn't even know that. What a pleasant surprise. How is he that young? He'll make his appearance at some point today, as we want to try and get through games. We've got the Europa League announced. I'd rather kind of focus on the league. The contract previously telling Iraola, just be competitive. And seeing as he doesn't have to win the Europa, let's focus on the champs, get the job done through the Premier Division, and go from there. But this first game, troublesome. City, by far the biggest test of Iraola's career. Ekitike still not fit. Potentially aiming at Villa for after this one, as Dominic Szoboszlai turns. Get the pass off. Rio and Gamoa, look at the run on the other side of the field. Ryan, he starts over Chiesa, which I know is a harsh move as well. Just being a player that scored a goal and hit the crossbar against Middlesbrough, being a pivot that changed the game trajectory, but Ryan has to start and he has to score. Oh, he almost scores against Mark Guehi, the man Liverpool was desperately after, and that would have been just amazing. Jeremy Jacquet comes across to make the tackle far forward. I love it. Dominic Szoboszlai over Florian Wirtz. Second manager he's not truly working out at. Oh, Ryan just had to take it in his stride, taking the game to City. McAllister through the middle. Dominic Szoboszlai just chipped that over the top. Alexandra Isak, surely a handball. What's the referee given? Yeah, sure, that was handball against us. Referee, watch football with your eyes, please. Not with your biased agenda. It's half time. I'll take this at City. They are first, we are second. Connor Bradley and Ryan symmetry down this side. Or collaboration, or chemistry is the even word. Hasn't been world class, I've got to say. Most of the movement to Ryan's coming from the inside. It's the inside passing out. McAllister, you see that ball? Lovely ball towards Rio Ungamoa. Slightly over Lewis Cooktas. Now, Mark Guehi might get himself into trouble. Thought that was going to be an Everton pass right there. McAllister, it's a slow header. Ryan, that's a terrible touch. We need to change things up. Quality off the bench coming on, and I think Ryan's debut comes to an end. Chiesa played well. We can't deny it. He's got to get an appearance here with Haaland. Down the line, Matheus Nunes. I hate that inverted fullback. Get away. That's handball. As soon as I made the changes as well. Haaland. Alisson's been our best player so far. Erling slots it bottom bins. We're going to lose this title game. Granted, it's very early days. But still, it's not nice to see, is it? With Conor Bradley sneaking inside. Conor Bradley into Isak. Maybe we do get a goal. Isak! What a way to hit a ball. And corner ball. Van Dijk. Jacket. Jacket is always the one we're aiming for right now. Don't let that bounce when Erling Haaland's sniffing around. Conor Bradley good. As Erling Haaland's driving through the middle. They could potentially double their lead. Alisson with another smart save. Reinder's actually getting an appearance now. Ooh! Guardiola's left. Haaland. Naughty. And you know what else was naughty? The fact that was our first defeat. But now, Northampton and a certain Hugo Ekitike is fit for this game as wholesale changes, but changes looking goddamn good. Liverpool lose this game. I think questions can be asked of Iraola. It's only going to be a sim, a couple of fitness issues, and it's a 3-0 win. Ryan coming off the bench for his first goal already. And Ekitike scoring back from his injury, long-term one, and the fans are very happy, even suggesting that the striker potentially should stay up front because there was rumours he was changing to left mid, which I can tell you now isn't going to happen. Rio Ngamoa is staying on the left-hand side. The man he's going to be competing with is Alexander Isak, and he's going to Iraola, is Ekitike, saying, "Boss, I want my game time back. The last manager was sacked due to due diligence of not getting me and Alexandra balanced. I played a lot more than him, but it just felt like he was being shoehorned into the squad when he was fit, and I'm not having it. I want to play more than Alex. I think I'm a better player, and this could cause Iraola problems, so it looks like he's just going to agree with the Frenchman." Simming a few games into the future, but training injury clash. It is Alisson. He's been the best player so far in the 4 games, and that includes Manchester City, unable to play, 3 weeks, pulled hamstring. No. And that after a few more simulations has us sat in 10, 3 defeats, 2 draws, 3 wins, only 9 goals conceded. We drew to Brentford, we lost to Chelsea, I don't care about the Europa League, we lost to Villa. Come on. At least the next game's going to be a vital one because it is the manager's former club. All focus on him. I'm sure it should be on Ryan as well. He starts for Liverpool, and he wasn't even at Bournemouth for very long, but what a man. What a player he does seem, the Brazilian, with Milos Kerkez, ex-Bournemouth as well, playing a 1-2. We need to get this team back on form after a bit of simulation. True fair. Don't get comfortable at the cherries, because if Kerkez gets a bid in for him, I think Misa gonna pick him up. Let's get that ball around the corner. Bradley, whip that in. We've got Ekitike up front. Almost fell to us. What's Senesi doing there? Mascot moving mad as well, by the way. Rio Ngamoa into Gravenberg. We're trying this quick style of play. McAllister, we should have played it to the edge of the box. Maka's struggling a little bit, and look how high the line is. I know we're trying to do that for the manager, but his old club do know him. Traore, he's been on loan for like 5 years away from the Cherries, getting the ball through onto Kluivert. And that, my friends, is a finish. And Iraola, if he's not careful, could finish him. Still, no overreactions. We're going to keep on going. We are Liverpool. We are really bad in the league, but it's just focus on the style of play more so. Van Dijk. Brilliant tackle. He's going down in that overall. Ekitike's a lower overall than Isak. That might not happy or make all the fans happy. What a header! What a hit from McAllister. That really needed to go in. Dominic Szoboszlai finds Jeremy Jacka. A consecutive game. Another one where it's just not falling to us. As much as it did fall to, you know, Justin Kluivert. If Arne Slot was here, I could actually see him joining Liverpool. Dutchman, as Ekitike needs to cut inside there. That is a brilliant cut inside. Petrovic didn't deal with it, but did manage to make the save. Didn't make any changes. Send out the lads that really should have got the win. Dominic Szoboszlai can hit them. Come on, Liverpool. There's a chance brewing here. McAllister gives the ball into Conor Bradley. One of the youth players. Drill that across. Brilliant drill across, and he's hit the post as Ryan. Against the former club, can you get closer? I don't know. As we're making a change, we're trying to get Alexander Isak on. Ryan, good ball through. Dominic Szoboszlai. Overlap, and there's Ryan again. Can he be the provider? Will that suit him better? Bounced off Ekitike. We've not been great here, cutting inside. Bournemouth. Rodriguez over the top of Milos Kerkez. Could embarrass him. Lewis Cook, edge of the box. can smell it. That's a foul by McAllister. Not given, but it's a foul performance all round from Liverpool. And it looks like Iraola in a press conference going quite angry. You'll see changes after that performance. I do not lose to ex-clubs. Well, you did right there, Ira, and we do have another cup game called United before Arsenal, where we kind of can rest players, but not a win this month in the Premier League. Questions will be asked. We're going to quick sim the game against Colchester, a 3-0, and our reserve players must have played, because I saw Florian Wirtz, who just isn't touching the lineup. He's on the bench next to Isak, who currently is happy. Don't know how long that's truly going to last. With a positive down here though, and I'm not talking Endo. Alisson is back, and he's back just in time for Arsenal. Don't lose this game. Gravenberg onto Rio and Gamoa. I mean, we are playing with players that are low rated on this game. Ekitike is coming out wide. Don't lose. Just don't lose. That's the only thing. They will get a little bit cockier if they win. Here's Ryan trying to spin. Calafiori. Unai Simon thought he had to get a glove to that. Fair enough. We'll take this corner. Where's David Raya gone? Ball towards Ekitike. Header way off. And the game after this one, you know, this game that we haven't won in a month beforehand, is Man United. Yes, I know, we are really stressing if we don't get at least a point from both of them. Kirkez, he's offside. Can he stay onside, please? Make sure the man learns how to time things a little bit better. Kai Havertz, and I'm not talking times tables. Oh my days, a tackle from in behind. Jake gets away with it, and now we need to get away with it. Literally, Hugo Ekitike, Rio, come on, you quicker, come on, come on, come on. Oh no. Okay, so it's half-time, and a thing that I've just noticed. Look away, Liverpool fans, for just 2 seconds whilst I show the screen. At least he's having a stinker against his former club. Mo Salah, and no goals. Yet again, can we just provide? For the love of God, Ryan Gravenberg goes from range. Martin Zubimendi, who was supposed to be here, did lose out on some transfers. Zubimendi, obviously, Mark Guehi. Almost Isak. Newcastle tried their best as Trossard trying to find a bit of a gamble angle. Alisson with just a catch to the midriff, allowing us to go. Ryan, Szoboszlai. This is a cheeky little moment here. McAllister. Oh, I had to try and get the pass below the man. Or should I say around him. Kirkez is played us a little bit into danger. There's a run from Trossard. Connor Bradley. Alisson. A save. Big call made with Manchester United next. I'm not taking off Hugo Ekitike. I put Chiesa on. And I've also gone for the main man, what's his face? Not Rio, who's just got on the ball. The other one, who is it? I can't remember. Florian Wirtz, that's the name I was thinking. Kirkez ball whipped in. Away again, a 0-0 draw with Arsenal. Not the worst, but not the best. We need to get scoring. I do think once the goals go in, we start flowing with McAllister. Edge it. Gravenberg, handball! Finally! A penalty. Lucky. With no Isak, it falls to Gravenberg. Oh, not Gravenberg. McAllister. He goes the same way as Isak. Maka. He's got the fans to win over. But a goal against Arsenal will probably help do that. Especially ahead of Manchester United. Ryan Gravenberg. He picks up the ball. Florian Wirtz goes cheekily over the top to Hugo Ekitike! 2 in the matter of seconds. Hugo, don't do that on your bad ankle. This one's a finish, by the way. Wirtz asked a lot of Ekitike, defender. I don't know who that is. Jakub Kiwior returning to Arsenal. Just terrible. 1.16 hang time. You have no idea what that does for confidence. There's Arteta rattled. Were these two teammates before? I am unsure. The next game, Old Trafford, Manchester United going back-to-back with the big clubs. We really need to get form, not just stupidly ticking around with the stupid little 1 win, 1 loss. Need to stamp down some authority. That's a good ball onto Benjamin Šeško. Good start. 8 minutes in, just straight through the middle of us. And is this a good time to say Leone's actually starting? And not marking his man. That is brilliant. Ryan Gravenberg into Ngamoa. Hugo Ekitike, however. Uh-oh, Ekitike! Never mind that. Reverse it. Leone's wonderful. Everything's just okay. It's goal scoring season, it seems. There goes Bruno Fernandes. Out wide. Amad Diallo. Make sure we're marking up with Mazraoui just going towards the back stick. Patrick Dorgu. He's going to try and whip a ball across. Manchester United playing crossing football. They shouldn't do. Alisson catches. And I would say usually as me as a manager, slow the game down. But this is Iraola With his fast style, heavy metal was suggested to come back at Liverpool. That's what we're trying to bring back here, Matheus Cunha. Ooh, little bit slick with the feet. Bruno, that's a good save, Alisson again. What is Casemiro still doing there? Get gone! The Saudi League's calling. Fair enough, he's not been too bad this year, but get out of my league, literally. Liverpool, we need to put a stamp back on things. Cunha rattles the post. We don't clear with VVD, looking very tired. I think we need to be in the shopping window for a centre-back come Jan. Just someone spare, maybe instead of Joe Gomez, who's not really lived up to it. I mean, Leone's playing over him. Due to fitness reasons, he picked up an injury to Joe Gomez. Ryon Gamoa, he always tries to whip the ball backwards, but he's whipped it onto the hand of Matthijs de Ligt. Yeah, shoulder really, shoulder. That's what the deep would say. McAllister, 2 goals in 2 games against big clubs. He goes the opposite way. He's fooled Sané Lemons. And them fans are fools that called him washed. He's absolutely brilliant. Changes have been made. Lead restored. It's the same goal scorers and assisters as the last game. Wirtz to Ekitike. McAllister getting a penalty, but can he get a normal goal? I think he's going to get a penalty again. This time, Lisandro Martinez, the butcher, has butchered his team. Very quick replay. But Maka, come on. Down the middle to solve the riddle. He's got 2 penalties. We should be getting the win against Manchester United. Still time for more, though. Mazraoui. Mazraoui over the top, looking to try and get past Šeško. Benjamin Šeško just keeping hold of the ball, however. If you give him a goal back, I think they'll get another. Oh, it's dodgy play out wide. And now it's their turn. Connor Bradley, nothing he could really do. Turning into prime Alisson. I hate that skip from Bruno Fernandes. Great game, however, for the neutral. Alexander Isak, look at the run from Ryan. Yet to score in game for us. It's Ryan trying to pull it back. He had Isak behind him. Do not let them get in our half. The way we win this game now is just seeing it out. Dominic Szoboszlai looking for Isak. Disguised ball. Kobe Mainu. Take him out. Long switch up to Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha's around us. No! No, no, no. Squeaky chair from just absolutely falling back into it. We've fallen into the United trap. What a ball from Kobe Mainu. A 3-3 draw, and after the game, Hugo Ekitike's lost his rag, getting himself a suspension for calling out the referee on the time played, which honestly I think is a little unfair. Despite him giving them a penalty, we got 2. And that does mean Isak's going to get some game time, but then Ekitike's going to kick off again. We need something positive coming through these doors, and obviously we cannot make a signing outside of the window. So why not sign up our first contract? The man who's been the best player for us, I would say, it is, of course, Alisson. I don't know why Iraola's wearing that jacket indoors. You look stupid, mate. He's getting a massive wage increase, almost doubling his money. However, he stays now for 1 more year. No contracts long-term for old players, which is why I've still not signed up Van Dijk. He's gone down, and he's not played too well. Iraola's trying to coach him better to try and make him see where we have truly gone wrong, sitting 10th in the Premier League, disgustingly, and still 2 months away from the window, but some huge games in December, including, I have no idea how Wrexham are in this division. Tell you something, we've got to be winning the derby. Moyes is still in charge of Everton. We are still in charge of our own destiny. Is this a special kit? Ooh, I like this white. Everton already rebuilt on this channel. If you somehow are an Everton fan watching this, you can see that rebuild link somewhere down below. Is Florian Wirtz. Let's get off to an early attack. Rio and Gamoa. Hang on, you're signing Onana? Onana to replace Jordan Pickford is like having a house on fire and just throwing on some electricals. We've got Scanlon playing at left back as well. Kirkesh is suspended. Didn't want to put Frimpong onto that side. Ryan, quicker pass, please. That's a foul. Very far out, but we've got to go for this one. Onana's in goal, obviously. McAllister. It's not a bad effort. The fact the goalie hasn't caught that one is embarrassing. Ekitike heads down. And now we need to get away. Ryan through to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz now onto the wing, if we can get there. Rio and Gamoa catching Everton on a bit of an attack here. And Gamoa, you can't pass through players, mate. Florian Wirtz into Gravenberg. Ryan, can he use a bit of flair, a bit of Brazilian flair? No, he's just a bit stagnant at the moment. And Alisson's come a very fine way. It's a good job he got on the end of that ball, but we just pass it straight back to them. Jeremy Jacquet. Let's be better. Rio and Gamoa Through the middle onto Ryan Gravenberg. Gravenberg onto McAllister. Chip that over the top. Florian Wirtz, very cutesy. Oh, almost there. He drastically needs to improve, as there's a ball up to him right here before Chiesa comes on. Ryan finds a ball into Hugo Ekitike. Return it. If you score now, we'll actually not sub you off. He's found an angle. Goes for the top corner against Onana. Doesn't find it. Iliman Ndiaye into Tieno Barry. No, Everton, no. Let's go fluently. Around the corner, Florian Wirtz. Now into Chiesa. Chiesa in the middle. Florian Wirtz. Turns out that is a brilliant ball! Oh, Chiesa, what have I just said to jinx you? And I don't know how Ekitike kicked off at the referees because we looked miles offside in that move. And hang about. Chiesa again. Ekitike. We're onside this time. Hugo Ekitike has got the finger to the ear. He's heard me say about him fighting refs. The Hill Dickinson Stadium in real life was blessed with a Liverpool win. In its first game, or derby game, it's going to be blessed again. Hugo Ekitike with the goal. Chiesa creates the magic. And Liverpool will be winning the derby, but still aren't the finished project.